Hello everyone. Today in this video, we are going to discuss few more important questions that is very useful for your upcoming examinations. Okay. First question is, which of the following is responsible for the bacterial fermentation of protein? Okay. Now, options are Lactobacillus, Bacillus subtilis, Pseudomonas fragi, Streptococcus lactis, and none. Let us see. Regarding the lactobacillus, you know very well that lactobacillus thermophilus, that is used in the converting of milk into curd. Regarding Pseudomonas fragi, that is used for the bacterial formation of fat. And Streptococcus lactis, that is used for the fermentation of carbohydrate. Now only one option is there, that is Bacillus subtilis, that is used for the bacterial fermentation of protein. Okay, I hope it is clear. Next, SNF content in buffalo milk is. I know this is very easy questions, but the questions are being asked from this topic repeatedly, so I am giving these questions again and again. 9%, 8.5%, 8%, 8.7%, and less than 9%. Then right answer is, in buffalo milk, how much is SNF content? That is 9%. And when you talk about the recombined milk, that is 8.5%. When you talk about the skim milk, that is 8.7%. When you talk about the toned milk, that is 8.5%. And double toned milk, it is 9%. Okay. Buffalo milk also, it is 9%. SNF. Okay. Now, act of mating and pig is known as serving, topping, covering, coupling. Okay. From this topic also, the questions have been asked many times. The various terminology like groups, adult male, adult female, act of parturition, act of mating, this meat of cow, buffalo, these types of questions are being asked in the examinations. So when you talk about the act of mating in pig, then act of mating in pig is known as coupling. What is known as coupling? Serving in case of cattle, in case of buffalo also serving. Topping, that is in the case of sheep. Okay, again in goat it is serving only. Coupling is in the case of pig. And when you talk about the foaling, that is act of parturition in horse. Foaling is act of parturition. This is not related to the mating. Okay, right answer is coupling. Capacity of low volume sprayer. Okay, this has been also asked by the IBPS. There are three types of sprayers: high volume sprayer, low volume sprayer, and ultra low volume spray. Then of ultra low volume spray, the capacity is less than 5 liter per hectare. For low volume spray, it is 5 to 400 liter per hectare. And for high volume spray, it is greater than 400 liter per hectare. Then here we have only one option, that is 5 to 400 liter per hectare. That is for the low volume spray. Which of the following is fixed capital? Tractor, money, fertilizer, buildings. Means fixed capital means that can be used many times while you are doing the production process. Okay. Again, if you see, then according to the options, there are two options, that tractor and buildings. That is fixed capital. Means the right answer is 1 and 4. Okay, because tractor and buildings, that can be used many times. Okay, when you talk about the working capitals, that can be used only once. Okay, and that is that will be not be available for the further use, like fertilizers. Okay, that can be used only once. When you talk, okay, then again, if you see money is, that is floating capital, and that can be given or for employed for any use. Money is also not the fixed capital. The fixed capital will be only tractor and buildings. Reward of enterprises is wages, interest, profit, rent, or none. Then see, when you talk about the rewarded, then reward for labor, that is wage. Reward for labor is wage. When you talk about the reward for capital, that is interest. When you talk about the reward for enterprises, that is profit. When you talk about the reward for land, that is rent. So our right answer will be profit of reward for enterprises. Which of the following is not the stage of adoption? Okay, what is adoption? That is the, you can say that individual behavior or the process, mental process through which an individual passes from hearing about an anything, any innovation to for the final adaptations. Okay, if the person is hearing anything, okay, and after that how they are innovated for the final adaptations, that is known as adaptation. Okay, adoption. Now there are various elements in the case of adoptions. What are the elements? That is, first elements is innovation, that is diffusion, again motivation, and adoption. Last one. These are the elements in the of adoption process. But when you talk about the 5 different stages of the adoption process, then that is awareness, that is right, interest, okay, again that is evaluation, and again there is a trial, and last one is adoption. This diffusion is not the 5 stages of adoption. Okay, what is the genotypic ratio of incomplete dominance? Okay, incomplete dominance, what is the genotypic ratio? You know, when generally if you do the monohybrid cross, then what ratio you get? Phenotypic ratio of 3:1 and genotypic ratio of 1:2:1. Okay, so 3:1, that is the phenotypic ratio of monohybrid cross. 9:3:1, that is the phenotypic ratio of dihybrid cross. Okay, now when you talk about the 1:2:1, yeah, you may call it that this is the genotypic ratio of monohybrid cross. But remember, there are 2 type of this incomplete dominance and complete dominance. In both the cases, phenotypic ratio and genotypic ratio are same, that is 1:2:1. Okay, if you want to see this cross, I have already given this explanation in one genetics video. You can go on the YouTube, our YouTube channel, there we have uploaded the videos, you can watch it from there. So genotypic ratio of incomplete dominance will be 1:2:1 in F2 generation. Okay, which of the following is the exception of law of independent assortment? Linkage, codominance, incomplete dominance, all, none of the above. The linkage of independent assortment is exceptions of independent assortment is linkage. Mendel's drawn this law of independent assortment from the dihybrid cross, where when there is a 2 character, when studying the 2 character at one times, then all the characters genes segregate independently and form the gamete. Means in case of dihybrid cross, total 4 gametes should be formed generally. But when there is a linkage, it leads to the no new formation of the gamete is there, only parental combination is there. So exceptions of law of independent assortment will be linkage. Which of the following has lowest ionization enthalpy? What is ionization enthalpy? It is the amount of energy that is required to remove a loosely bound electron from their orbit. Okay, then when you, in the last video I have told you, when you go down the group, what happens? The size increases. When the size increases, then this size increases, then there is the force of attraction between the nucleus and the outermost electron, that will decrease. If the force has decreased, then it will require lesser amount to remove this electron from the outermost orbit. Means the element which will have the larger size, they will require lesser lower ionization enthalpy to remove the electron. You can see they all are of the same group: lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, and cesium. And cesium has the largest size, means the force of attraction between electron and nucleus will be the lowest in case of cesium. So the lowest ionization enthalpy will be required in case of cesium. So these were the few important questions. Now we'll see you in next video with few good questions. Thank you.